This is the cease and desist letter sent from Rehoboth City Manager to a City Commissioner. Good evening. I'm Christina DeRobertis in for Madeline Overturf.
And I'm Charlie Sakaitis. Welcome to our News at 6. Our top story tonight: what's next for a Rehoboth Beach Commissioner and City Manager after a cease and desist letter.
The cease and desist stems all the way back from City Manager Taylour Tedder's hiring process and salary. Commissioner Suzanne Goode ran on transparency and open government, publicly speaking against the hiring process and high salary of Tedder. Coast TV News reporter Brandon Ferguson in our newsroom with this story tonight. Brandon, both of them told you today the worst is behind them.
Christina, Commissioner Goode often brings up Taylour Tedder's salary and hiring process throughout city meetings, and it's been gavelled down multiple times by Mayor Stan Mills for speaking out of turn. At a meeting inside City Hall on July 18th to discuss civility and protocol between city employees, comments were made by former Commissioner Edward Chesnowski claiming Suzanne Goode is disrespectful and consistently unprofessional. Goode says those comments should have been made privately in an executive session. Goode says that is what prompted her to leave several voicemails to City Manager Tedder.
I've never quite experienced the level of unprofessionalism that we've experienced with this certain commissioner.
Tedder claims at least 10 voicemails were left in a 6-hour period.
I do own the fact that I tend to get a little too emotional. There were times when I got frustrated.
Goode says she received the cease and desist email after she made those phone calls. She was shocked.
I was a little emotional over it. It certainly caused me a lot of stress and anguish.
Goode has spoken out in multiple meetings about Taylour Tedder's $250,000 salary and $750K compensation package. Goode blames previous commissioners for allowing the contract to go through.
She's definitely entitled to her opinion, and that's okay.
I believe that he is, by and large, doing a good job in responding to residents' concerns. However, he is, in my opinion, continuing to rely too much on consultants and pushing spending projects without much oversight.
Goode says she recognizes she sometimes gets off topic during meetings mentioning Tedder's salary, but says it's important when talking about city finances. City Manager Tedder says since sending the cease and desist, things have gotten better.
Things are definitely improved, and we are speaking and communicating in methods that are more respectful.
Commissioner Goode says she plans to meet face-to-face with Taylour Tedder in the coming weeks to discuss problems throughout the city. And Tedder tells us that people in Rehoboth Beach should not worry about the commissioners or anyone making any bad decisions because of this past and underlying conflict, that the vote comes down to 7 people and not just 2. Charlie, back to you.
There's an active lawsuit over Rehoboth Beach City Manager Taylour Tedder's hiring process. A Chancery Court judge ruled that claims the city may have violated its charter when hiring Tedder can proceed, but dismissed allegations of Freedom of Information Act violations. The suit, filed by 2 property owners, questions whether Tedder met the city's qualifications for the job and how his contract, including a $250,000 salary and $750,000 home loan. Tedder says the lawsuit is in the discovery phase.